It's an colon cancer awareness campaign, and Melissa was one of our women in blue. She was not able to come to our celebration, so I dropped her award off at the police department before I came here because she won Small Town Big Campaign, because her campaign was just amazing. And she and I went on the C-Spire Wiley Sanders Truck Talk Show with Call Status, the host, and I talked a lot about how appreciative and how generous the Pike County Commission is, because y'all are our most generous county commission. And I just kind of talked about y'all, and talked about the generosity, and I talked about some of the things that we've been able to do and help the citizens and the residents of Troy and Pike County with your generous donation each year. So I just appreciate that, and I thank you for all you do, because cancer's not going anywhere. We see our patients are getting younger and younger, and the increase after COVID, so many went undiagnosed because our imaging center shut down and all of the appointments got postponed. So a lot of the cancer, those patients who had cancer, it was diagnosed later. And a lot of people lost their jobs, and they lost their insurance. So we have seen almost a double of patients that need our assistance. So like I said, your generosity is greatly appreciated by our foundation and by our patients. So thank you very much. Do you have any questions?
Any questions?
Thank you.
Pike County Soil and Water. RCD, Chamber. Pike County it's not here. Common Ground.
All right, good afternoon. I brought a letter up a couple weeks ago, summer update, so I'm sure y'all got to see that, kind of what we did this summer and what we did this past spring. We are asking for an increase. I sent over a letter. You should have that paperwork for our increase. And so the ask for the increase is in 2025 we'll lose $83,000 worth of funding due to ESSER going away. We received $33,000 from Troy City Schools during that time. Daniel Foundation has a roll-off period. This is our year to roll off in 2025, and we are not eligible to apply for an early childhood grant due to receiving it last year. So next year we will essentially lose $83,000 worth of funding in that area. We are taking strides to make that up. We applied for a grant through a sub-award to the county commission that I think we should know probably end of this month, maybe mid next month. I think the grant period starts 10/1/2024. And also since we started our partnership in 2021, we have grown 5 times the size that we were during that time. We now serve 68 young men. In 2025, we'll serve 82 young men from Troy City Schools, and we've gone from 2 staff to now 5 full-time staff to be able to serve and meet the needs of the community. So a new staff member just started with us last month. He will take over the high school program. He has worked on campus for about 4 or 5 years. He'll be an asset to our program. And so just over that time, you guys have been faithful to giving to our organization. So like I said, we've increased 5 times our initial conversation that we had in 2021. Y'all have any questions for Common Ground?
No, so,
Okay.
So I know we did get the letter, but we probably want to give that in those packets just to refresh. Just the back page. All right, thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate it. Christian Love Center.
So well, good afternoon. The brochures have not changed much. Thank you, Chairman, Commissioner Barron, Commissioner Wright, Commissioner Pearson, and Commissioner Johnson. Thank y'all so much for what y'all have done for the Christian Love Center in the past. We too have grown. We're not asking for any more, but we're asking for the same amount that we received on last year. We do formative preschool and formative pre-K, so we do a lot with our tunnel house, our chicken houses, our garden. We do a lot, and Commissioner Barron has been over there several times. We ask that you guys come and visit our campus. You'll be amazed of what we have going on over there at the Christian Love Center. Of course, we work with early childhood education. And the garden supports academic achievement. It also helps the students develop a healthy lifestyle. It makes them more aware of the environment, and it helps them develop a sense of community. And so they enjoy doing it. They're able to, once we grow the vegetables, they're able to take them home. Parents are able to prepare the food in their own kitchen. So we really, really appreciate the support that you have given us. It takes a lot. When you're running a garden, a farm, it takes a lot of work. And so we have a lot of women over there. We have a couple of guys over there, and we do have the university support that comes over. Professors bring their students over here, and they help us a lot. Again, we just like to thank you guys again for the generous donation that you have given to the Christian Love Center. Again, continue to watch us on Facebook, like us on Facebook, follow our YouTube page, and come over sometimes to see what we're doing over there. You'll be amazed, and you'll be surprised at all the hard work and dedication that we're doing at the Christian Love Center. Again, we thank you. Have any questions?
Any questions?
I would echo what you said, Ms. Bell. I encourage all the commissioners to go and stop by. Where is that? A great program.
223 Cigar Street. And we're there Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'm there from 6:45 a.m. to 4. But feel free to come anytime. Thank you so much. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. You were there.
Boys and Girls Club. Pike County RSVP. Everything counts. All right. Unique services.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Rachel Brown with Unique Services. We are 5013 new. We started back in August of last year. And we're on a mission to try to help the youth, young adults, to try to help prevent suicide, bullying, because Pike County is on the rise for a lot of negativity, and we're trying to help prevent that. I have with me one of my board members, Ms. Christine Barron. We have a staff, which is Ms. Christine, Ms. Gwen Bean, she's just retired school teacher, she's on the board, and Ms. Paulette Lee, she's active with the kids with the state of Alabama. So this project is much needed in the Pike County areas. So we're here to ask the commissioners for fundings to help this program because it does cost a lot of money. With this program, we have helped several kids. Just last month, we helped prevented one from suicide. And her mom even, she have got help as well. So, Ms. Christie, you want to echo anything?
First, I'd like to thank you all for giving us the opportunity to speak. We're fairly new in the area. There are a lot of kids that are underserved in our area. Just to piggyback on something she said, we had a young girl, even if we don't touch, but one kid. We had one young girl who was kind of reserved, really quiet. But through our program, and we are all, it's a learning process, but through our program, she became to be more open. Before the projects, the activities that we do, about the first 20 minutes, we do something that is guided towards bullying. We have issues about critical thinking. We have topics on self-care. But through a lot of that, we found out she was bullied. She's bullied at home with family. And from that point, I become to see her opening up. She was talking more, she was smiling more. And her mom she appreciated what we were doing because it helped the child, and then it helped the mom do better. So we have we've scheduled 4 sessions, and in each session there are three months. We have 20 kids per session. What our future goal is to grow more and to recruit more kids. We just recently had our first annual back to school event, which brought out family. A lot of our homes is missing that family value. And so in this program it's open to boys and girls, but mainly we've been having a lot of girls which are interested in hair care. And Ms. Brown, Ms. Clay, she is a owner of a office here, a building here in Troy. So she helps on that part. The other 3 board members, we do the other things about bullying, we do about the critical thinking, we do about self-care. But a lot of our kids are missing a lot of that. There are a lot of children in Troy, and there are a lot of organizations which we know that are open, but it's still a lot for a lot of kids to become a part of. So I feel that we are making a difference, and I hope that I want to let you know what our funding will be used for. We want to do community service projects. A lot of the kids have not been, a few months ago, they were taken to they've never been on school campuses. So it was a thrill for them to do that. Showing them something that there is a future for you. Where it might have been easy, it's not easy it's easy for me to relate to it because I was brought up in a household where parents kind of gave me that guidance. But a lot of kids don't have that guidance. And so it's just wonderful to be a part of trying to guide someone in the right way. But we were trying to do things about visiting elderly, assisting them with the different things that they may have to do, household things that we have to do, which is going to help build some social skills, being in the public, purchasing some equipment like laptops or tablets, videos and supplies, and have guest speakers to come in for educational use to assist the children with issues on self-care, on bullying, on critical thinking, and let them get prepared for school, life skills, and for the society. Supplies we need purchasing for the hair care products. We do provide them snacks. We've had a few guys who have come. Some were interested in trucking and woodwork. Ms. Clay's husband, he is a truck driver. He's an owner of a truck line, so he was good about assisting in that. At the end of the year, we will do an end of the year ceremony for them. It's just been young kids and elderly people are really a big part of me. And our motto is each one help one. So even if we don't help with one kid, I just think we've done something great. But I have seen increase how the children have become with each other. We've had kids from Brundage, Goshen, and also City of Troy, Covenant Christian. So it's open to Pike County in general. So we're just asking if you, like I said, we are fairly new. We're just asking if you all would put us in your, see it, to put us in your budget. And I left information for you all to look at to tell you more about our program and really what we're all about.
Okay. Any questions? All right. I know Mr. Allen was working on qualifying you in the last year, I don't know where he is.
Thank you.
Thank you. House of Hope and Restoration.
Good afternoon. Y'all are doing this afternoon. Again, I want to reiterate what everybody else has said. Thank you all so much for giving us the opportunity to be able to come this afternoon and speak to you about the House of Hope and Restoration. My name is Mary Poe, and I am the Executive Director of the House of Hope. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. We actually went into business last year in November, and I know we came and visited with you all prior to us opening and requested that in last year. And we wanted to tell you that we really appreciate you adding us to the list to be able to come back and speak this year. We primarily focus on women that have domestic violence issues and women that are in the addiction field. We're a ladies crisis center. We are at capacity right now, so we have a full house of ladies already. When we come to you and ask what our needs are, I mean, we need a lot, we do. We need a roof, we need a vehicle, we need another house, really, truly. I mean, we're now at the point where I'm having to turn people away, and we definitely don't want to do that. And I know I can re-emphasize what Patty was saying about DHR. I'm a foster parent as well, and we have a little girl that we recently adopted out of foster care, and then 2 other children that are in our house now, and a lot of that has to do with primarily drug use and the domestic violence issues. And so if we can help that, that's going to help our community as a whole, not just help the House of Hope, but it will also help the DHR aspect of it, because if we can get a lady in there and get her clean, then she's going to want her family, and she's not going to want to be beat by her husband or anything. But that's what we're there for. We provide services for 12 to 18 months. We are partnered with the Resilience Project in Troy to help them with work on their GEDs. We also offer them life skills classes. They go to 2 different groups. Monday night they go to an NA group, and then Wednesday nights they are in a Celebrate Recovery class. We ask that each lady that's there, if possible, be able to get a job. They are volunteering at the Salvation Army, also at the Baptist Association, so they're out active in the community. Also, we've requested from churches that if they have an elderly person that is sick, we would like to do meals for them. So we have been providing some meals to elderly people that's in our community. Again, as I said, we are a 501c3, and we are pursuing grants as well. If y'all would find it in your hearts to be able to contribute, we would definitely use your money wisely. Thank you.
Questions?
Yes, any questions?
So I know you guys last year, some of these I'm not sure we would have had Alan working on the qualifications. We probably do need to know where he is on some of that.
I think that y'all were cleared for being qualified, but the commission wanted to see you in action for a year and kind of get some financial paperwork from you and see where you're working and what you're spending the money, that sort of thing. So maybe if you could get us some of that information.
Absolutely.
That would be
Okay. We can do that. All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Is anybody with a hard vote on the food bank? Pike Regional Child Advocacy.
Thank y'all for having me. I'm Kaylee with Pike Regional Child Advocacy Center. We always appreciate you guys supporting us each and every year. I'm not asking for anything extra this year, just kind of wanted to give you an update and submit our usual proposal. Last year, in 2023, we provided forensic interviews for an estimated 70 children in Pike County. Those are, working with DHR and law enforcement on child abuse and neglect cases, assisting that investigation. And then through our prevention program, we saw about 1,500 kids in Pike County and Troy City school systems. And, once again, all of our services are free. So the money that you guys provide to us help to, ensure that no family has to accrue any kind of cost coming through their crisis situation. Also, last year you guys helped us with updating our logo. Just everything you see here is part of that project that you guys assisted us with, so we really appreciate that. And we just appreciate all that you do for us.
Any questions? All right, thank you. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
Did I miss anybody? Real quick, I'll say that y'all can see everybody that's here tonight. We've got a lot, probably as many that get funding or attempting to get funding that aren't here tonight as ours. Our resources are limited, and so we try to be wise stewards with the money that we're entrusted with the public to disperse. There's a lot of really good opportunities in front of us, but it's limited as to what we can do. So I'm going to give the commission an opportunity to do this as well, but I know I speak for all of us when say we really do appreciate what you guys do for our community. This is a community service for us as well, and so we understand that. But you guys touch on, most of all, you touch more on a personal level, and we appreciate what you do for our community. And if we can't fund your ask or even your organization, it doesn't mean that we don't value what you do for our community. Because we work with such a limited amount to be able to dole out to these sort of opportunities and asks, that it's hard for us sometimes to be able to fund everything we want to. And you can tell, we try to really fund youth programs that try to change hearts and minds before we have to give them to our sheriff's department and our criminal justice system, and then health care and nutrition, and there's mental health and a lot of other things that we can address tonight. Commissioner Wright, you got anything to address before we close? Mr. Pearson?
Chris, appreciate everyone coming out and giving us the insight on what you do.
Something we've never had this chairman said, we've never had as many people as we've had right now this budget year since I've been on the commission. So it's made me look at this a little different, and something that we've got, I feel like I need to start doing as a commissioner, and we need to start communicating to people like you, because it's sad, and I've told this to people before. In the past 8 years I've been on the commission, there have been some pretty important things going on in the community, and there are 8 times as many people in the room tonight as there were when those went on. It's somebody that sits up here, it's kind of depressing at times when you spend a lot of time trying to overcome adversity, deal with issues. I mean, I've got 4 children. I want them to all stay in Pike County and have grandchildren and me watch them grow up. I don't want them to want to leave and go off somewhere else. And when you work for those things and we get in here to enact them and there's nobody here, I mean, it's depressing. And it makes me feel good to see there's this many people that care about their community, that are here. What I feel like we've got to do, and it will take time to better help citizens like everybody in this room, we've got to start communicating the things that we see that we hate we're spending money on. Now, I'll just use one thing for an instance. Years ago, we didn't have a litter program. Years ago, that wasn't a big complaint in the community. Derek, do you, off the top of your head, I hate to put you on the spot, what do you think we spent picking trash up this year in the county? 60.
That budget's about 65 to 70.
We spent $65,000 to $70,000 picking trash up off the side of the road. As silly as that sounds, that is something every group that is working with children, we've got to start coming to y'all with the things that if you can help us educate these kids, don't do this. Over time, there'll be money that if we can turn that 60 into 30 because we stop the problem, that's money we can put back into every one of these. Y'all follow what I'm saying? And it's sad to see, and we've talked about this in the past, and this is where it gets tough for us. We have everything every one of y'all spoke about tonight is something that's important to each of us. But we as commissioners have mandated services that we are mandated by the state of Alabama to provide the citizens. And then we have some, once we've done that, we've got discretionary type funds that we bring in. And that's where it gets tough. We've got to sit down and figure out how to make that work. But I am glad every one of y'all came. It means a lot. It makes me feel good about our community to see this many people striving to make it a better place to be.
Can I say one more thing? We are going to, the Vine Church is going to do a documentary fundraiser for us, and that is going to be on September the 27th. I think that's a Friday night. And if you guys could come in, I would really, really appreciate it. The name of the documentary is called No Address, and I was in Lexington, Kentucky about 6 weeks ago, and they are saying, based on statistics, that there's going to be 404% of homeless people within the next 10 years. So it talks about mental illness and, and drugs and things like that.
Okay. If you'll send that information to Mackenzie.
I sure will.
I'll close with this. So we talked earlier about extension, Addie in the back, working on kind of letting the community know what's out there resource-wise. So if you don't know her and she doesn't know about your organization, y'all please hand her some stuff, hand her some information, get her number, because I'm going to probably speak for her and she might shoot me. But one of the things I've asked is that they work and help keep up a online resource guide where it's not just somebody calling us and we have something to go to, but it's the community can go somewhere. So if you offer a service, which all of you do in one way, be sure they have your information with the extension office. All right, we'll close the budget hearing and we will go into a 4-minute recess.